Remember the last episode I said at the very end that we had a small issue with the car? Well, we had to drop the engine again because the part that had an issue we couldn't reach while the engine was in the car. So the issue was this guy right here. This is the heater pipe that's pressed into the back of the head right here, but the bottom of this guy was actually leaking. You can kind of see the residue right here, the pink stuff. We ended up pulling it out. I'm gonna drill it and then tap it for a 1/2 inch MPT. So we have all the material for that. The crazy thing is, as we were trying to, or as Bobby was attempting to fix it with JB Weld, we were kind of just laughing at him for all the work that he had to go through. Well, I guess karma bit me in the ass because that same day or the very next day, the same part on my goddamn car decided to leak. In fact, it wasn't just a small leak, the whole pipe ended up coming off. So we gotta do it to my car too. We're gonna experiment with Bobby's car first because it's already here. In that case, if we f up, I know what not to do. Oh man. The parts that I bought to fix that issue, I just went on Summit, but there's a 1/2 inch MPT fitting. I'm hoping there's enough material on the head side. Should be okay. So this is gonna be tapped in and threaded into the head, and the other end is gonna do one of these. So still gonna be an L, 90 degree. It smells like skunk.
It does.
I think it's better anyways because it brings the hose higher and then you can access the clamp better. The only thing I'm worried about is nothing. I'm not worried about anything. It's actually better. It's gonna be higher, and if anything happens, we can always take it off from the end. Wow, it really smells like skunk. More. Keep going. Oh, that's gonna work. That'll work. Now that the sketchy part's over. All right.
Now put the engine back in.
Now put the engine back in. Leak check. That's nice. Look at this janky ass thing. So at least it's gonna sit taller now so you can access the hose clamp better. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Look at this. Look at this wanker to a big black one. Look at the difference. See?
What are we doing, Bobby?
Adding some nice molten gear oil into my transmission.
I think we might need an alignment because this side's toe in, steering looks straight, this side's hella toe in. That's not gonna drive straight. So I guess the tie rods that I had for the IS were too long and he ran out of adjustments. So, oh yeah, check out my new car. This is a Toyota Venza. Just picked it up recently actually. So gonna start working on this guy too. Just kidding. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I'm gonna work on it. Shop's a mess right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning it a little bit. The engine is back in the car after fixing that leak. We did alignment and the interior's put back. So we're gonna go test the car tomorrow at Willow's balcony and see how she drives after fixing all these issues. So it'll be the first shakedown of the car. Pretty excited to see how it came out. Now it's just the driving. Yep. Oh, look at that. Starts up like mint. Yeah, get used to the brakes. Don't kill us. Woo! All right, GS time. I can't believe this car just did that. Dude, this car rips. Go try it. We built it for a reason. Now the reason is here. You know? Try.
Yeah, you got really good.
And then I forgot how long. Your first impressions.
Easy to drive. It's pretty good. I went a little too crazy though.
Yeah, I think we all saw that. We saw the confidence. Danny said that his confidence was boasting.
Yeah.
It's coming out of your seams. We have finished the shakedown, unofficial shakedown of our freshly built 1JZ powered 5-speed GS300. Just got back from the track. Balcony at Willow Springs, and had its first maiden bon voyage moment where I took the wheel. Bobby took the wheel, as you guys saw. But overall, I think the car did great. What do you think?
Works wonderful.
Of course, a man of little words. But anyway, just to recap, this is a 2004 GS300 with a JZS 171 Crown 1JZ. It's BVTI, and we have a lot of our sponsors that we need to thank that made this project even possible. First of all, it was, of course, yours truly, Threes Racing. And of course, Grady Performance has helped us with intercooler piping. I've been, having HPS on board with the silicone hose. But one of our bigger sponsors and supporters has been Panic Made, who I use on my car as well, and they provided the harness and ECU, the Link G4X on this car, which made the install a breeze. Full tunability, we had Danny at Unrivaled Tuning out in Apex tune the car for us. It made how much horsepower?
250 to the wheels.
250 horsepower to the wheels, and it's got full interior AC that works really good. It's pretty cold actually. Ignition projects. So that was a direct replacement product as well. And of course, when you guys swap in engines, of the condition of these engines are very unknown, so might as well start fresh. And we went to the ignition projects route, starting with something that provides a little bit more powerful spark, consistent spark, so more horsepower. And then where else did we go? We went to Sparco to pick up some seats, so they were generous enough to help us out with 2 bucket seats, as you guys saw. But Let's go ahead and it's locked. God damn it. Anyway, Sparkle has been generous to help us out with all of our projects here. Actually, I'll be talking about, or I'll be showing you guys Ming's build in a little bit. How's the footwork?
Oh, what?
Your footwork. Your suspension.
Reaction?
Yeah, we had Reaction help us out with the coilovers. We went with a relatively stiff setup because we extended the front lower control arm. So what were the rates again? 25 kg front and 18 kg in the rear. So that is relatively stiff for a typical GS300 setup, but it works wonders for our setup with the longer or the extended lower control arms, with the clearance, with the counter steering and whatnot. Yeah, Cause. Thank you very much to Cause. They actually provided us a full two-way Super Q LSD, which is treated with WPC. That also extends the longevity of the clutch packs and makes for a more consistent lock every single time we go drifting. What do we have planned?
More power?
Yep, that's right. We are planning a turbo swap. It's going to be basically a replacement turbo that goes onto the factory manifold, but we talked to the guys over at Tomei USA and they were generous enough to help us out with that. So we're going to be getting the Tomei Arms 80 to
20? Something like that?
Tomei Arms kit for the car. And then, of course, with that additional horsepower bump, we don't think this W58 is going to last that long. So the guys over at Fish Racing Tech in Canada actually helped us out with their complete bell housing kit swap over to a CD009 Nissan transmission. So that seems to be the route that a lot of people take nowadays because they're too cheap to go Samsona sequential.
Can't afford it, bro.
But anyways, that's just my opinion. So we're gonna do a CD009 swap on this boy with the Fish Racing Tech bell housing kit and the Serial 9 shifter setup. Clutch Masters clutch, right? That's what we're doing. So we should see about, I want to say 450 to 500 horsepower.
That's the goal.
That is the goal. So officially this is the final episode for the build, but we will see some appearances for this car in the future episodes. So thank you guys for following this build. We had a lot of fun completing the project. Hope you guys enjoyed the build. If you guys have any questions, leave it on the comments section below. I'll try my best to answer most of the comments or most of the questions. I know I received a lot of messages regarding the swap over to the 1J on the IS platform, but this is relatively new. So if you guys have any questions, hit us up. Links below, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.
Like and subscribe.